Alright guys, we're underneath the car, and I'm going to try to get on this creeper and roll from the back to the front. Got this exhaust bracket put back on today. I didn't do the other side, but I had to drill a hole through the floor. Exhaust tips look pretty shitty. I got some new ones, so they'll be cut off and adjusted. They stick out past this rear valance a little too far. Got the rear valance tacked on just so I can center where I notched out the valance for the pipes. Just so I can center it. I screwed on the rear valance a little bit. That said, there's a bracket that goes right in there. And sitting around here somewhere, I know it is, but right now I can't find it. Here's my fuel pump, fuel filter. Right there, this braided hose was laying on the side of this bracket that I made. So inside this tape was a bigger rubber hose that I wrapped this braided hose in, and it rested on the side of it just in case it would ever try to wear through. And then when we punched this hole through here for the power wire for the fuel pump, my dad wrapped the heck out of it with tape. So, I don't know what the heck that was about. I don't know why. There's a connector in there, and I don't know. He wrapped it up. So, we'll see how long that lasts. But I kicked this pump on and primed it and pushed the gas all the way through up about a carburetor before I hooked the hose up. And I was surprised that it was actually quiet. It didn't make much noise at all. I was surprised. I was ready for it to be noisier. But it is what it is, and I was kind of happy about it. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to show you the bottom of the car. That rear valance needs some work. It is the original one. It's just on there for now. So once I paint the car down the road, I will redo it. So to flip around here, I have my brake lines attached on the rear. I know, I'm flipping all over the place here. So the brake line on the rear is on. Let's go up to the front a little bit. Rear shocks, they need replaced, so I need to get new ones. There's the rear frame rail. Subframe connector bolted. That's the leaf spring bolt. Draft shaft is in. I did hook that up today. There's a brake hose. I think that's the original connector on there right there too. I don't know what that mount is. Maybe a seatbelt mount? I don't know. Let's keep going forward. I should stop right here. There's my brake line. I stopped the brake line because I need to cut and flare the rest of the brake line that goes down to there. So I don't know where the original brake line and fuel lines are on these cars. So I just tried to figure it out and run them best I could. If you see up in there, that's my fuel line. It's in the draft shaft tunnel, which I guess if the draft shaft ever flew apart, it's probably not a good idea. But I didn't know where else to run it. I didn't know where they go. So that's where it's put. What I'm thinking about here is I'm thinking about making a bracket and making another connector to go to the driver's side subframe connector to the passenger side. But I have to bend it a little bit because this exhaust is probably about a ½ inch in the way. So let's keep going forward. Let's go to the other side too. Floor pans were replaced years ago, a long time ago. I know I'm a little upside down now. Make you dizzy? Sorry for the camera. Here's my shifter bracket. Shifter linkage. A brake line right there. I punched a hole through the subframe or the cross member for the transmission, and run a line right through there. Put some grommets on it. It worked pretty decent. I was happy with that. What else I can show you? Brake line's attached to the front cross member there. But yeah, anyhow, that's the bottom of the car. Looks a lot better than what it was. So, let's try to crawl out of here. Alright. Right there is the exhaust hanger bolt. Still need to get my fuel filler neck in here, but I may wait. Brake line I need to cut. Need to cut and flare, but my flaring tool's in another garage, so it's not here. I need to cut it right there. Actually, I had it set. Let me move that back. Yep, I got to measure that again. I didn't do anything else with the wiring. My fuel line is hooked up. Still need to hook the radiator up. So this week all I did was finish cleaning the underside of the car. My rear brakes are all hooked up. Emergency cables are hooked into the drums. Drums are back on. Still need to hook the brake cable and attachment inside the car. I'm just going to use the factory one. Something I had in question though is this wheel on this thing. It's got a little bit of slop in it. So I wonder if they make a replacement wheel or if there's a bushing in there. It's kind of loose. It's pretty loose, but then again, it doesn't matter just because it's an emergency brake. But yeah, I'm going to use this arm. I haven't put it in there yet because I need to take this dash pad off and lower the column down a little bit, and I'm going to paint my dash the same color as the car, same color as the steering column. But I need to fill that hole in, and you have a smaller hole in it for the buttons, the billet buttons that I'm using, and I'm going to patch this whole piece where the heater controls went. So I got a little bit of work to do that before I paint it. So things are in the way because I need to paint, and just time. I mean, every time I try to do some painting, it wants to rain outside, so I need to open the garage door to get the air out. You see my mirror fell out. It fell out when I was sitting outside one day. Fell on the ground and busted, so I can't even glue it back in. But that's probably where it sits, and it will sit here like this until probably next week. Progress is coming. It's slow. It feels like it's slow now because I'm messing with the small, tedious stuff and the details. So it seems like it's taking forever at this moment. It's crawling, but I'll get it fired up soon. I got some zinc additive. I put it into the oil, and I made this. Let me see this. I took an old distributor. And I welded a piece in it, a rod in it, so that I can prime the oil, prime the pump. Hook it to a drill and just let it go. I had a gauge that I could stick on this oil pressure. I had a gauge that I could, one of the, I guess what you call manual gauges, where the oil actually goes in it, and I had it, it would sit right here. I don't know where it went. So having one of those would be pretty cool, so that I can prime it and actually see the oil pump pumping up. Got my bracket and my master cylinder primed up. It's getting painted. It's drying right now. That's probably all I got to show you. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned because progress is coming, and I'm hoping to fire this up soon. I was wanting to do it this month, but it's not going to happen this month. So maybe the month of May will be my good luck month. So it's a long video. I apologize for that. Just showing you some other details of my car. So thanks for watching, guys.